Cocaine is in the building.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Draft Junkies, episode 8 coming at you. We are 15 days away from the NFL draft, so everybody needs to be pumped up today. We're talking tight ends, positional rankings. Number 1 tight end, Jordan. Who you got?
Well, this is easy. T.J. Hawkinson. That dude is dominant.
This whole list is going to be easy for most.
Yeah, I love the tight end class.
Yeah.
But T.J. Hawkinson, he is dominant. He's all-around guy. He will block you to hell and back. And he doesn't get the credit that Fant gets as far as a route runner or as far as a receiver. But he does all the little things, all the very nuanced route runner. So he's top 10 pick, I think. I've got him at 6 overall. He's up there. He's a stud. He's going to come in, and you don't see it a lot, but this dude's coming in and going to be probably a top 5 blocker at the tight end position as a rookie, and that never happens.
That's awesome.
So, yeah, he's it.
He's my number 1 guy as well, and like you said, he's the complete package, blocker, receiver. He's well coached at Iowa. Him and Fant were. Had the same coach as Gronk and Aaron Hernandez, and I shouldn't mention that name, but at New England. But he won the Mackey. He's just a mauler in the run game. Like, he puts linebackers and defensive linemen on their ass. It's nice to see
all day.
As an old school, he's real old. He's an old school tight end.
Yeah. And of course, T.J. Hawkins is my number 1 guy too, and there's not much to add to it. I mean, this guy is an all-around player. Top 10 talent. I hope he's a top 10 pick. Like, from the beginning, you've been calling it, Jordan, and deservedly. Like, this guy's going to be the real deal. So, T.J. Hawkinson. Stud.
Number 2, his teammate, Noah Fant.
Yeah.
Dude's super athletic. Showed it at the NFL Combine. He's improved every year as a blocker. Kind of like Hawkinson doesn't get the credit as a receiver. Yeah. Fant doesn't get the credit as a blocker, and he improved. Before he was more of a screen guy, but now he's getting in there. He's all around too. He's going to run away from safeties and linebackers. His only issue is he's got a lot of drops. Yeah. He's going to need to hit the jugs machine a little bit, but I have him top 15 too. I mean, this tight end class is full of them. He's a stud.
And my guys Noah Fant as well. God, this is gonna be weird.
It's hard to be off the tight end page. Like, everybody has the same tight ends flowing through their mind at all times. At least top 3, no matter what. So
he's just
the fans can get over it.
He's a tremendous athlete. He needs a little refined as a route runner. Kind of cuts off like outs and stuff a little, but that might be part of their system. I don't know. I can't really tell you. He's a top 15 guy, like Jordan said. I think you hit the nail on the head with everything he said. I really don't have much to add.
My number 2 guy is Irv Smith Jr. I really like Irv Smith. I think he's a terrific route runner. He's quick down the seam, and you don't get on the field at Alabama unless you can block. For me, I think Irv Smith is just, for me, I see a lot more potential than I do with Noah Fant, and I like Fant a lot. So Irv Smith's going to make the number 2 for me, and sky's the limit for that kid.
And he's my number 3. He's not as big as the other 2, but you can move him around. He's very versatile. You can line him up at H-back. They line him up at fullback some. He's outline, inline. He's all over the place. He ran fast, but his agility for a guy that's smaller wasn't what you'd expect.
Yeah.
But he's good. He's gonna. I can't remember where I have him. Probably in the 30s. Wouldn't surprise me if he was there, kind of 32 for the Patriots. But he's not going to go far in the second round if he drops. He can play. Like you said, he can block. You're not getting on field at Alabama if you can't block.
Nope.
He's my number 3 guy as well. I agree with everything both of y'all just said. The only thing I'd really want to add is he gets off a jam part better than Fant or Hawkinson. Like, you can't press this guy. He gets hands off of him and gets on his route.
He's tough. My number 3 guy is Noah Fant. And not to discredit anything y'all said, but like you were talking about him, the drops where I just don't see the natural hands with Fant a lot. Like, when I see Irv Smith and Hawkinson catch the football, like they catch, tuck, and run, and it's just a natural movement. Like for Fant, I see that like he has to use his body a little more. Like he kind of has to, go through the motion. So I don't think that he has to improve as a blocker much, as like a lot of people are saying. But I don't think he's a natural catcher.
A little
like,
Ebronish.
Yeah,
remember, how he come out.
And he developed. And look at him now. Like
it took him a little bit. He had to get in the right system, but he's kind of that super athlete.
I really like the kid. I really do. I think he's going to succeed no matter where he goes. But just maybe take a little bit.
My number 4 is Dawson Knox. The guy got overshadowed at Ole Miss. There was just a lot of mouths to feed. But this dude, he's upside. He gets in the right system, develops a little bit. He's already a good run blocker. He's a hell of an athlete.
Absolutely.
He catches the ball well, plucks the ball out of there. But he's good. He's got all kinds of upside. I like him.
He's my number 4 guy as well. Like you said, he really got overshadowed by being basically the 4th option because of the NWO. Nasty wideouts. And he is a good run blocker, but he doesn't have the strength to me to step in day one and be an inline blocker. Might have to use him as that move tight end for a little bit before he gets good 10, 15 pounds of muscle to his frame.
My number 4 guy is Jay Sternberger out of Texas A&M. Before I say anything, like this is a guy who desperately needs to improve in the blocking game. Like he's gonna have to improve in that. But he's one of those guys just like Irv Smith. He can move all around the field. He can catch. He goes up. I mean, he's good. He's a good kid, and I think that his stock would have dropped like sufficiently if he would have went back and tried to do that again. Like his production this year was off the charts. So perfect time for him to come out. I think that if he gets in a good situation, Sternberger's got a lot of potential.
Yep. And he's my number 5 guy. Right now, to me, he's just kind of a big rocked up receiver. He's not going to block a lot of people, but not as athletic as these other guys either. But I mean, route running, hands. I mean, he's got it all. He's a big receiver. He's going to have to get stronger. But like you said, move the guy around, put him in the right position. He can play.
Definitely.
And he's my number 5 guy as well. The only thing I'd really like to add to that is I love him after the catch and after contact.
Yeah.
He breaks tackles and will create extra yards that way. Don't know if he'll be able to do that at the next level because he does need to get stronger. Yeah. But he's talented. I like him. He's that new school move.
He's taken a lot of visits too, so people like him. People want to get him on their squad. Yeah, he can play.
Before we go on, we got to go back and mention something because I want to say something about Hawkinson. Stiff arm. Like, that guy's stiff arm is nasty. So, I couldn't let this go without mentioning that. Like, just watching his tape over this last week, like, holy shit. Get out of the way. My number 5 guy, Dakota made me do a love him or hate him on someone a couple weeks ago, and he has moved up on my list to my number 5 tight end, Elise Mack out of Notre Dame. I love everything the kid has. He can catch. After the catch is ridiculous. Like, he makes plays that he shouldn't be able to make. Elise Mack, you made my top 5 tight ends, buddy. Like, I put him on there. I know there's, Knox, a couple other guys that deserve to be up there, but Elise Mack, man, get it.
Yeah, you could easily probably make a top 10 list on.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
They're studs.
A lot of potential. So, tight ends, y'all comfortable?
Yeah.
We have to be now. Like those 4, if at least, are no-brainers.
You could interchange a lot of those guys. For me, after the top 2, you could put guys in all kinds of order.
Yeah,
it's a talented group. You're going to get starters in the 4th, 5th round, guys that are going to, develop. Might take, tight end's kind of one of those positions that takes a few years to develop, and most of these guys will still be like that. But there's so much upside and potential in this class.
It's a great year for tight ends.
If you need one, then
we do one now. All right, so coming up next, it's love them or hate them. Stay tuned. We knew that. Welcome back, everybody. We're about to start our love them or hate them segment. So I'm going to give you your first guy, Lil Jordan Humphrey, wide receiver out of Texas.
Love the name.
Hate that he's going by Lil.
He was named after Michael Jordan, so he's Lil Jordan.
I'm Lil Chubb.
I love him. I mean, I know what you're trying to do with giving me all these. Well, last week you give me the super athlete who isn't very good at football. Now you give me the not very good athlete, but is super good at football. He's a clean route runner. He catches the ball. Cleanly. He creates after the catch. He can actually power through tackles. He's your ideal to me big slot. Like, not gonna compare him to Michael Thomas, but that Michael Thomas role. So to say.
Yeah. And we did talk that he improved his 40 and stuff.
Yeah, he did. He ran 4.75 at the combine. At his pro day, he ran like closer to 4.6 flat, I think it was.
Yeah.
I mean,
hey,
that's not great.
That's
not great. But Anquan Bolden ran 4.8. So anyway, and my guy to you is Travis Homer, running back, Miami.
Here goes. I'm confused. Like I told y'all, I don't know which way I want to go. It's a love-hate thing. I can't do it. It's a love-hate thing. This guy is competitive. He runs hard. Tested well, tested fast. Got nice feet. Pass protection all day. But this dude fumbles so much. It's like if he could hang on to the ball, I'd want him on my team all day long. But he fumbles like once every 15 touches. I don't know how it's
Comer from Bright.
Like he is just Comer Homer.
Water bug.
I mean, he's got tools. I mean, pass protection. Like it gets on the field, and he just fumbles so much.
Son, what the hell are you doing?
He's never gonna be a Patriot.
No, I kind of hope he's never a Packer. He needs to walk around with a bag of flour or something all day, take care of it like a baby. But it's a love-hate thing for him.
Okay.
I love him every 14 touches, and I hate him the other one because his ball's hitting the ground.
Gotcha. Okay, so love-hate.
All right, Justin, my guy for you is Isaiah Johnson, cornerback, Houston.
I love him. Love. I like Isaiah Johnson. He's a great man-to-man guy. He has great makeup speed when he does get beat. He doesn't get beat deep a lot, but when he does, man, he's got some great makeup speed. He's a guy that's going to have to improve in zone a lot of footwork to work on, but potential's really there for this guy. I like him a lot.
He was a receiver, 2 years ago?
Yeah, exactly.
So he's still learning position, but he's got the tools.
But he plays it well. Like, the way he plays the ball in the air, like, he doesn't give a crap about making interceptions. Like, as long as he don't catch the football, that's his job, and he knows it. So, I really like him. He's hungry. Jordan, T.J. Edwards, linebacker, Wisconsin.
Loving him. A little more sure on this one.
A little more sure.
He's not an athlete.
Yeah.
He's not going to blow the doors off the combine. He didn't, But, he's competitive.
Yeah.
And this dude, you can't take him off the field. Like, you look at him, you look at his test numbers, you think he's a 1-2 down player. But I don't see how you take him off the field. He's one of the best zone coverage linebackers that I've seen in a long time. Dude had 10 career interceptions. That's a lot for a linebacker. And it's just like he's always around the ball. He blitzes like a missile. He's a really good tackler in the open field. Just the one knock is he's not going to be that sideline-to-sideline guy, but he's always in the right place. And like you said before, Blake Martinez, he reminds you of Blake Martinez. He just makes more plays on the ball, but he reminds you of that kind of guy. But he can play. I'd be all right with him. Dakota, my guy for you is Mr. Evan White Worthington, whatever you want to call him, Evan Worthington, safety from Colorado.
See, I'm kind of.
We hate. Hang on, we hate that you had daddy issues in January.
We hate that, but as a player,
I love him.
Oh, there he is.
He's got good range. One thing I would say that he needs to really work on. He takes a lot of plays off. Like he sees somebody, a teammate wrap somebody up. Oh, plays over. I'm done. But he's got some ball skills. He can play side on the sideline. I wanted to see what kind of role he would be. I don't know if he's more of a strong or free. He might be one of those actual. We were talking about the other day. Like there's not many good tweeners in the safety class.
Guys, yeah.
He might be one of the better guys who can play strong or free. But all right, my guy for you is Iman Marshall, cornerback, USC.
Put some love on it.
No.
Big E! Man, I really like this kid. Number one, he would have been a top 3 corner if he could come out as a freshman or a sophomore. He got banged up as a junior, got banged up again as a senior, and played 11 games in 2 seasons combined. But you watch this kid's tape from his freshman and sophomore year, it's unbelievable what he did. Like, he's, like we say, he's a corner, but he's a hybrid type defensive player. Like, I don't know what you want me to call him, but he's like a strong safety. He's walking down the line of scrimmage, he's blitzing, he's making plays. I mean, he's doing it all. And his ball skills are out of this world. So, the potential is way up here. He's probably gonna be a 4th or 5th round guy like me and you were talking about, but man, wherever he goes, the potential's up there. If this kid can stay on the field and show guys what he can do, I'm excited for him.
A lot of love.
A lot of love.
A lot of love today.
He had some.
I hate the Travis Homer fumbles.
Yeah.
So, there's my hate.
But we love him every 14 touches. So
14 touches.
He counts.
He's the man.
He counts. All right, that's it for Love 'Em or Hate 'Em. Coming up next, we're going to do Team Needs and Fits, and we're going to the NFC North. Are y'all excited?
For one team,
it's going to be a lot.
Packers need to get players. The other teams can just get the shit
Y'all-
undrafted free agent.
Y'all just wait till we get to the next segment, because if I get them talking about this now, we're going to be here all day. Stay tuned. Y'all are going to have a... Welcome back, everybody. We're about to start our Team Needs and Fits, finally in the NFC. Finally in the NFC this week, and we are starting with the NFC North. Of course, this is the Packers division, so we're not going to let them talk a lot to start this off. But the Chicago Bears, we were just talking about this. Jordan thinks they need a kicker.
Double doink.
As an Eagles fan, I think they need to re-sign Cody Parkey. I don't see the problem with him.
He's good.
But
it's much harder to hit a goalpost than it is to make it between.
fucking twice!
Yeah, that takes what? He's way more talented than y'all give him credit for.
But I think they need a running back now.
Yeah.
I don't think that Coheed can carry the load. They did. Who did they sign? Mike Davis?
Mike Davis.
Sign Mike Davis. I think that they're still going to look for a running back. Keep hearing the Miles Sanders stuff. They really like him. So, but other than that,
I don't think he'll be there for them.
Yeah.
They're going to have to come up.
I don't think they
Well,
will.
they don't have one until the third round pick.
Yeah.
That's
tough.
It's tough. But yeah, like you said, running back. Really need to draft a kicker later.
Yeah.
Then unfortunately they're pretty stacked. I think, yeah, it sucks, but they're pretty stacked. It's more of a other than running back and then needing a kicker, it's really depth.
Yeah.
Depth, best player available.
Get some wide receivers.
Yeah.
Deep class for that.
Yeah.
What do y'all think about the Minnesota Vikings?
Offensive line off the top of my head. And they also could use a slot because Treadwell's really not panned out over from where they took him. Defensively, pretty stacked.
Yeah. Could probably use a safety.
Yeah.
Harrison Smith's getting older. They
Sendejo's
lost. Sendejo's gone. George Ioka, he's gone. So probably
some depth.
Probably depth on safety.
I keep reading so much stuff about them wanting to trade Trey Waynes. Like, I don't understand it, but I just don't.
Trade Trevor Rose.
Trade Rose.
I just don't understand it. But at the same time, I'm like, okay, well, if they see a corner they really like, then okay. But maybe they think they have a chance at someone like Greedy at 18.
Yeah.
But
it's. I feel like it's offensive line or bust.
Yeah.
Kind of for them.
They need multiples.
Yeah, they could. Jonah Williams, that's probably his floor. I don't see Jonah Williams. I don't see him getting there, but you never know.
Yeah.
But I'd say that's his floor. Same with, probably a good spot for Dillard. He's good. I don't see Juwan Taylor getting there either. But
Do you like Dillard there with their smash mouth game? His biggest hole being the run game.
Kirk Cousins likes it.
yeah, he's not the best fit, but he's
That's what they need.
he's got all kinds of potential.
Yeah.
With them, Kirk Cousins has kind of put them in a bind salary cap wise, and if they could get a athletic, true left tackle like that, and get rid of Riley Reef on the left side and save some money there, that may not be a move that they'll do right away, but next offseason when they're digging for cash in the couch, might be a good move like that.
The Detroit Lions, man, these guys got needs.
Yeah. To me, that's kind of a good spot, unfortunately, for Hawkinson. I love Hawkinson, but I know Jesse James, he's a better number 2.
Yeah.
Pass rush is still a need. I know they signed Trey Flowers, but
still you need something.
Yeah. They said receiver, they traded, and they traded Golden Tate last year. 8's too rich for one, but maybe in the second round. But
they keep talking about trading back too. Like they're one of the biggest names about trading back. So
I'd say they're probably looking pass rush.
Yeah,
that would be my guess. Probably a good spot for Sweat, or trading back a little bit, maybe to Burns, Farrell.
Keep Gary around and stay guy.
Yeah, it's a good spot for him too.
They have so many needs. It just drives me wild.
Quarterback.
Time to start thinking about it.
I mean, he didn't want anything. I just don't see how long you can sit on. I mean, he beat us twice last year, but overall, he ain't beating anybody else. He's a lot of show, but it's it's a team game. But you eventually got to start looking at that position.
And he's tough though.
Yeah.
Like I'm not trying to go defend y'all's guy y'all hate, but he's tough.
I actually don't hate Matthews.
I don't hate his ass off.
Yeah. I got Vikings and Bears, they can suck a dick. But the Lions and Matthew Stafford, for whatever reason, I don't have the pure hatred for them.
Yeah.
Matthew Stafford, like you said, he's tough. He just gets his ass handed to him. And gets right back up.
And I just feel like there's so many good players, and I know Barry Sanders and Megatron, but Stafford's gonna be another one at the end of the day when it's all done. Like, buddy, if you would have left, maybe you would have done something else. But anyway, don't know what the fuck that is.
Right before we talk about the Packers.
Anyway, so the Green Bay Packers. Picks 12 and 30. What do y'all think?
You'll take 12 or 30?
I'll take 30.
Okay. To me, 12 is that's still a good spot. Quarterbacks always go higher. There's going to be a trickle down. You're going to get a good defensive player. I know we signed Preston Smith, Zadarius Smith, but pass rush is still, because Zadarius can kick in on, third down and play inside, and you could still use pass rush needs to be, still an issue. So if we could get a Montez Sweat or a Brian Burns there, some speed off the outside, that'd be good. I love Ed Oliver. I hope
that's the guy.
Ed Oliver. I think
that's the one they want to trickle down.
Yes, I think you add him to that defense, pair him with Mike Daniels. Mike Daniels getting older. Kenny Clark. I mean, he could be a game changer on that defense. I still, personally, I'm it's a little rich for corner, but, if they took one of the top corners,
Josh to save him,
it wouldn't hurt my feelings any.
Yeah.
I could, but 12's one of those trickle down spots. We're going to get a good player at 12. And we got a lot of ammo. We can move up.
That's what I was talking to him about. 12 and 30, anywhere to get Devin White.
Yeah.
I'm going. Shooting a shot.
Yeah, if Devin White gets there, falls to 7.
I'm shooting a shot.
Jumping ahead of Detroit, I'd go for him. I'd be okay because we have 10 picks and we don't have 10 roster spots.
Yeah.
I want someone different. Like last year, you were all about Jair Alexander, and he was someone the past regime was never going to touch.
Yeah.
So
Short.
yeah, he was shorter, and they wouldn't got him. And he's a stud. They took a
Right.
chance on someone that didn't meet their thresholds, and they got him. And Jair's studs.
Good.
And I'm excited to see who they would get.
Yeah.
Someone that doesn't necessarily normally wouldn't go for a speed linebacker like a Devin White, but maybe this new regime, maybe.
I was looking at the trade chart today, and 12 and 30 by the trade chart could get us to 4.
Yeah.
Would you trade 12 and 30 to move up to 4 with Oakland to take a Devin White, or maybe even a Quentin Williams if he was there?
I'd be off. I'd be fine with it. I love the excitement of having 2 first-round picks.
Never have this.
We never have this, so to come away with 2 starters on night 1 would be absolutely great. But to go up there and to get a blue chip guy like that, yeah, I ain't gonna complain.
If you get Devin White or Quentin Williams, that GM, he's hanging out with Howie.
He sat next to Howie at the owners' meeting, so a little bit of that special.
That's all it takes.
Yeah.
30.
But at 30, I think this is what you got to give a weapon to Rodgers.
Yeah.
And at 30, I think you just lost Randall Cobb to the Gay Boys. But
We are not homophobes.
no. Okay.
Cut, rewind.
Just lost Randall Cobb to the Cowgirls.
There you go. Way
and so a slot receiver's big need. An AJ Brown, your boy, if he could make it there, or my boy Hollywood Brown at 30. We need speed because Devontae, as great as he is, he's not a burner. He's a great route runner, great at getting off the press. But we need somebody who can stretch the field, and I think Hollywood would be amazing in the slot. Maybe not quite the AJ Brown technician, but
AJ Brown's just he could be your 1B. Marquise Brown would add something that we've never had before, and would be special in the offense. And one or the other. We just need. It's been like 16 years since they've drafted an offensive player. Yeah. Like this wasn't a lineman or a quarterback. Javon Walker. Remember that guy? Yeah. That was a long ass time ago. I think it's time. You got 2 first rounders. Just get him somebody.
Yeah. Even if you have to trade up, maybe a Fant falls down the board, maybe move up.
That's what I'm about to say.
We have that good connection with Seattle front office. I'd be all for taking 30 and moving up to 21.
Probably wouldn't take much.
Taking whoever you feel the best playmaker is on offense. I don't see Hawkinson falling, but I'd be all for Fant.
I was saying Fant or Smith.
If we went for a Fant, or one of the receivers, I think they really like Harry. Harry, he can play slot. There's options.
Harry seems like to me the safest. I know you got the AJ Brown love. I got the Hollywood Brown love as well. But to me, N'Keal Harry just seems like the most NFL ready, polished, ready to go. Day 1.
That's just a fighter. I like Harry. So, NFC North. It's here. 15 days.
Best division of football. Cut off his face. It's competitive.
It's competitive.
When we talk about your division, you got the Cowboys. That's a go with.
First of all,
Giants suck. Redskins
2 NFC East teams made the divisional round of playoffs last year. I'm just saying. I'm not going to talk about it much. I'm just saying. So, I forgot where the Packers finished. But anyway, we'll talk about it after.
We're going there. Low blows.
I didn't know we were doing that.
Anyway, so that's it for Draft Junkies. 15 days away. Next week, we're going to be 1 week out from doing all this. It's going to be a big time. We're going to have to speed this team needs and thing up. We're going to have to do a couple divisions or something.
Yeah.
Had to push it a little more. But anyway, until then, follow us on Twitter, Instagram. Hit us up at the Draft Junkies. I'm Justin Tribble, Jordan Richardson, Dakota Richardson. Deuces.
What time is it?